OG Panda Beats.
Damn, Eli, that's crazy.
Smooth made it. How about something past now? I been in my bag now. I just got my bag in. Baby, I can brag now. She ain't want me back then. I could blow it back out. Had to trade them feelings in. I could blow some cash now. Baby, we get too turned. Baby, we get too lit. You can smell that rubber burn. Pull up in some new shit. She thought I was loving her. Put up with a new bitch. Had to make that money work. Fuck them people 2 cents. We can get it live. Ain't got turned in a minute. She let me inside. Say it hurt when I'm in it. Put my feelings to the side. Ain't been hurt in a minute. Only one thing on my mind. And you know I'm getting digits. I been spending hundos, baby, I'm the huncho. Hoes ain't getting love, no, but I done hit a bunch, though. It ain't about the money moving, I'ma tell them fuck no. I can make that money move, I'm tryna shit a truckload. I can make it spot high. Niggas out here talking like these bitches got a block high. Bitch, I'm from the trenches, throwing clippers in that drop top. We gon' end these clips till somebody see an out drop. Full burner, smoking out that with that shit a hot box. We can get it live now. Ain't want me a while ago, she wanna be mine now. Them boys got a while to go, so them niggas pipe down. I don't know what they wildin' for, we gon' get them wiped out. How about something past now? I been in my bag now. I just got my bag in. Baby, I can brag now. She ain't want me back then. I could blow it back out. Had to trade them feelings in. I could blow some cash now. Baby, we get too turned. Baby, we get too lit. You can smell that rubber burn. Pull up in some new shit. She thought I was loving her. Put up with a new bitch. Had to make that money work. Fuck them people too. I'm a menace, I'm a nuisance. Pull up and it's ruthless. My side bitch say I'm cute and my main bitch she say I'm ruthless. Dick it down thick, bitch she suck it like she toothless. Double down, big bag. All my niggas too lit. We get it lit, we get it live. Brand new drop, might let her ride. Now my side, I told that fire. Tryna put them in the sky. They ain't never been as fly. They ain't knowing how that chat work. Promise I can't die till a milli be my net worth. Tell them not.
I'm not gonna lie to you kids, it's a fucking jungle out there. Keep your head on tight, I know brain in my knee, baby, let's do it. Y'all see me flying, never drop down, smoking high, I am not round, I'm not round, no denying what I got now, keep an eye out, keep it locked down, see me flying, never drop down, smoking high, I am not round, I'm not round, no denying what I got now, keep an eye out, keep it locked down, get too strong when I battle with the beast, bring a few on, the commander and the chief on my crew on, bullets rattling and whistle at your toque, never sleep, eyes open, hands clutching on my throat, it's a war zone. It's a war zone. Yo, this a motherfucking war zone. the impact. Yeah, break it open, leaving nothing fucking intact. Hey yo, you been hacked. Yeah, safe hiding, but I found it, homie, been cracked. Hey yo, we been back. Your band stacking, see you flexing with the thin stack. Hey bitch, you been whacked. I kill 'em all, feel the motherfucking impact.
Yo, yo, yo. What's going on, everybody? How's everybody doing today? Holy moly. Ooh-wee. Okay. Yeah. Man, there was like a crazy thunderstorm last night. I always have challenging time sleeping through thunder, especially when it's loud. So, you know, we're here, but yeah, I've been just like yesterday. I'm trying to like wake up right now. Oh, but how's everybody doing though? How y'all feeling? As y'all know, I'm not a licensed financial advisor. Anything I do speak about on this session is for educational entertainment purposes only. So, y'all already know the drill. Yup. Yesterday, a lot of the things we were talking about are blessed. Gold is going to be closed until the weekend. So, because it's like, this is the first time I've experienced this, like gold being closed for like 3 days. So, hopefully we don't just wake up, you know, not wake up, but market opens on Sunday and we're like all the way up here or something. That would be crazy. Or, you know, we get the better side of the table and it just goes down. But who knows? Depending on what news comes out, you know, we can get some pretty crazy gaps on gold. You know, so we'll see what happens there. But yeah, a lot of the things we were looking at yesterday played out very nicely. You know, just doing a little quick recap before we really dive into things. Yesterday we were looking at, you know, potential reactions off of this, you know, the 15-minute candle, right? More importantly, you know, just looking at the hourly overall, right? And we were discussing potential downside movements, you know, and then the other thing we were looking at was here, right? So initially for the open, we wanted a reaction off this hourly candle, right? And then, you know, we were potentially anticipating a bounce. Now, it does look like for the starting of this session so far, we are starting to, like, reject off this area. My question really is going to be for NFP, you know, are we going to react off of this candle, right? Or is the market going to just continue this movement here? You know, to be honest with y'all, you know, I don't know about y'all, but, you know, we have a lot of time till NFP, right? What is that? Is that like 30 minutes? Yeah, we have 22 minutes or so. So I don't know about y'all, but I'm not really pressed too much to like try and get in the market. You know, we've had an amazing week so far. Drop some fire emojis in the chat if y'all feel the same way. You know, I'm not really trying to force anything. You know, if something happens, then, you know, I'll be in there. But, you know, if I don't get what I want, I'm going to probably sit on the sidelines, to be honest. I'm not trying to rush or force myself into a setup. You know, because this NFP is also kind of weird, you know, like literally every other bank is like closed right now, right? Well, I think majority of all the other banks are closed right now, and the U.S. is the only one that's open. So unless if the U.S. just comes out with the gates with a lot of volatility, I'm not really feeling it, you know? So I'm just, you know, I'm big chilling. I might even low-key just observe this NFP. I'm not even trying to trade it, you know, because we had a banger week, right? If y'all have been tuning in on YouTube with us, we've had a banger week. So, you know, I ain't really trying to give those profits back to the market. So I'm you know, I told you guys this yesterday. My foot is going to be off the throttle today, to be honest. If I see something, cool. If not, you know, I'm not going to really force it. So, you know, dollar index, you know, this is interesting. This candle from yesterday, you know, the one thing, that I've been kind of discussing here off the daily time frame, we did come into this candle. We could obviously see the movement higher. We do technically have like a potential spring-like momentum here, but I'm not really like convinced on this yet. You guys know for this week, I was really more obligated on seeing something like this on dollar. Once we came down here on Wednesday, I really wanted to see us trade up higher into this 4-hour. And then, like we've been mentioning, going into the month of April, second week, whatever have you, we run this low, right? So I'm still on the same thought process there. I really don't think that, this hourly is going to be the move all the way down, but I could be wrong. That's why I'm open to seeing how this candle is going to react. You guys know me, I don't just marry a bias, right? I always look at it from a standpoint of, I'm open to whatever happens. So, I would like to see us just kind of rally through, to be honest. And then next week we sell off, right? I think CPI is going to be, because considering, kind of just adding the news events together, we have NFP right now, and then literally on Wednesday we have CPI, right? And we have FOMC meeting minutes and stuff. So there's a lot of volatility on Wednesday. So I'm thinking, maybe dollar rallies, and then CPI on Wednesday, and the FOMC meeting minutes or whatever have you. That's going to be the catalyst to bring this down, right? That's kind of my speculation right now. We'll see how, once again, the market reacts. As of right now, just looking at this on a 4-hour time frame, this doesn't really convince me much. Let me know if the music is too loud, by the way. But that's kind of where my head's at, I'm going to be watching this hourly candle, but honestly, I'm more obligated to see price come up here. We'll see. All right, I'm open to both things, right? But either way, we hit dollar off on both sides of the table yesterday, right? We had this box marked up for the initial reaction for open, and then we discussed short potentials off of here. So we smacked that. Currency-wise, our eyes were on GU yesterday. So if y'all are still riding this on GU, right, we were talking about potential shorts off this hourly candle. That's pretty dope, right? That's riding, if y'all are in there. So this is something you guys could be potentially riding into the open for NFP today. We didn't really discuss Euro. I think we were talking about potential shorts from here, but Euro was diverging. Now, Euro came in and filled this imbalance, right? So it filled this imbalance and it smacked this hourly. So Euro could just let loose into the open as well, right? We still have these equal lows down here. We do have equal highs up there as well, but considering that we rejected off the hourly like this, I think that most likely Euro's going to seek for this liquidity first, right? So that's just one way to look at that. NU, same ways. I think it's just going to go lower. I think it's going to take that. We're also in US 30 from yesterday. I don't know if y'all are still holding this. This was our analysis, right? So we wanted to see, once we got off the stream, we had this 30-minute candle. We had a no wick on the body, right? And we wanted to see this sell off. So I'm still in this. I ended up executing on the 30-minute, and then I executed again. Or not executing, but I had a limit on the 30-minute. And then I took this 5-minute short. My entry is like off of this mitigation here. So I have that entry too. So I partialed out one of those entries. I'm holding the other one. So I'm in 30 still. So we'll see how this reacts. 30 comes down. That would be cool. If not, we're going to get hit stop loss break even. If you guys did enter on the 30-minute here, I see no point in leaving your risk open. I personally don't. I'm break even. And, I would like to see these lows get clapped. If they do, that would be awesome. If we get hit break even, cool. That's fine with me. The only other thing I'm riding besides that is oil, and we really haven't moved from yesterday at all. We have positions riding from up here from earlier in the week, right? We talked about add-ons here, right? We also talked about another add-on off of the 1 minute. Wait, let me just use the other broker. There we go. Right, and then we talked about another add-on yesterday off of here. I think it was this candle. Off of here on the 1 minute. So, there was a lot of room to pay yourself on oil as well, and you could be break even and just taking the risk off the table. So everything that we really traded this week, you guys should either be up on or, break even at this point, even from yesterday's entries. But yeah, that's all I really have my eyes on. Gold, like I said, is closed until Sunday. So, we might wake up to a surprise, or, we'll be happy on Sunday. Or not wake up, but you guys get what I'm saying, like in the afternoon. So we'll see how that plays out too. So if dollar just goes bullish in this, NFP news, and we completely disregard this hourly, then, that could be nice for gold. If not, we could, when market opens on Sunday, gold could gap higher too. So just be open to that. But yeah, I'm going to be really keeping my eyes on this candle for NFP. I'm most likely just going to have dollar index on the screen when news actually launches. And then we'll, you guys know me. I wait for the news to hit, and then we can, kind of readjust and see where we could potentially have ideas for the market. But yeah, that's kind of how I'm moving right now. Just letting stuff ride. Stuff like GU does look like it wants to come lower. Some of these XXX USD pairs do look like they want to come lower. USD CAD played out very beautifully. Right? You guys know I was more comfortable with oil personally than UCAD, but we were discussing how we wanted to see UCAD trade higher into this 4 hour and then potentially even higher, right? And then, going into next week, right, we were talking about the potential of USD CAD creating channel liquidity higher for us to target next week, right? So where does this want to stop, or is this going to continue going into NFP? Who knows? I would like that, so that way next week we could add on to the shorts, right? So this is trading very nicely, right? So I'm liking that. We just speak about UJ. I think one student brought this up. This is trading away pretty nicely as well. Maybe UJ comes up higher. Right? 4 hour, this area, there's an imbalance and stuff. So maybe this trades higher too. So, looking at the majors, it does look like dollar might be strengthening for this news. Just looking at, GU, for example, or UCAD and stuff. Right? GU looks like it's favoring more downside. And this is nice. I don't know how far this thing is going to go. GU ideally, I feel, could give us a reaction off of this 4 hour zone. Right, so we'll set an alert there. But you guys remember originally I did want to see GU come down to the daily zone down here, but we'll see if we get that. Right, I'm not going to force a thought, but maybe if we get that, that could be cool too. But yeah, I think things are going to, rally on dollar going into next week, and then next week is when we get the big shift on dollar downside, right? GU's looking like it right now. This was a nice short, and I think this is going to continue lower. Going into NFP, I don't really see too much of an add-on potential, unless we like pop up in here or something. That could be something you could look at if you want to see GU downside, or maybe it just does the little imbalance fill like that. Something like that. But, I'm going to be keeping my eyes for the news here in 10 minutes. And then yeah, hopefully 30 keeps selling off. You know, that would be awesome. I don't there I don't think there's a New York Stock Exchange open today. I could be wrong though. Wait, we looked at this yesterday. There isn't, right? Yeah, I don't think there is. So, you know, NFP just might be the move to bring this down. I don't think we're going to get like an 830 move on this. You know, we could be watching here. If this does want to go lower. But yeah, that's all I'm really looking at, you know. Yeah, y'all should all be eating this week. Like, we smacked so much shit this week. This week has just been, it's been bodying. Just wish I had an entry on this, man. God damn. Then I saw this last night. I just hesitated. Because I'm like, yo, there's no way we're going to just leave all this in balance. And I guess we are. So this was nice on JPN 225 as well. I was looking at the trap candle. And then inside the trap candle on the hourly, you guys can see we had gaps and shit. So I was debating, you know, leaving a limit for this. But then I was just like, you know what? Screw it. I had a good week. But now coming back and looking at this is like, yo, I could have risked something on this. But yeah, you know, y'all follow your plans. You know, me personally, like I said, I'm going to be very, very low risk. I'm already holding positions as well, so I'm not really obligated to enter. I'm going to be going super low risk to see if we can get something. If we don't, then whatever. We'll see. But yeah, let me know what y'all are looking at. If y'all have something you're particularly looking at for today, let me know in the chat box. But yeah. Chris McCoy, what's good? We got Jacob in the house from Toronto. Metal, what's good? Kevin, what's good? Alex, Bastion, Rifa, Mason, what's going on? Maru, what's good? Blessed in 30 cells, let's get it. What's good, Block? Hope you're doing blessed, bro. Hey, y'all dropping fire emojis. So, you know, we got people up in the chat as well. Y'all up. Setup's been fire these past weeks. Agree. DXY, Capital, and DXY TVC are slightly different. How do you pick which one do you follow? You know, I really look between the two because sometimes some data prints differently on some than compared to others. So I do like looking at both of them. One of them has volume and the other one doesn't. That's another reason why I look at both of them too. But, you know, right now we can see that this 4-hour candle has no wick over here. Well, on both of them, they don't. Yeah, let's see. These are kind of the two things that I'm going to be looking at. Are we just going to rally in or is this going to sell off? It's going to leave... Hold up. I'm just trying to set up my other screen here so I can keep my eyes on more things. All right. Yo, gold has not moved. Yeah, so gold is going to be closed till Sunday because of the holiday and shit. I don't think indices are closed, though. Indices are literally moving right now, fam. Indices are moving. You know? They haven't stopped printing since open. So they're good. But yeah, indices are gonna, you know, after the session today of whatchamacallit, London session, I think, it's gonna probably close, I think. Oh, there you go. Someone said it in the chat. Indices close at noon today. Yeah. Bet. Forgot about that. Can you go over USD Chef? We can. Like, this really hasn't done much, though. It's, like, under weekly liquidity and stuff right now. And it ran this wick, so, like... Now, USHF is the one thing that's kind of pointing dollar bear, to be honest. But it's just like, this isn't my ideal type of stuff. Like, It did hit this candle. So depending on how the news closes, if it closes above this, then, you can look at something like that. There's still those equal highs intact, but it does have equal lows too, It's kind of hard to say. If it does continue to trade higher, then yeah, cool. But if it breaks going into the news, maybe you could look for something like that. It's just really going to be dependent on the dollar right now for this, in my opinion. But, this does look clean the way it's set up like this. This candle has no wick too, so if it comes down breaks, then you could possibly get an add-on here. If it breaks though, I wouldn't be interested if it doesn't break. Yeah, U-Chef looking shaky though, to be honest, because it also it's playing within this range here too, so it's that's why it's kind of sketchy. I could see buy and sell side on this, but to get sell side, I would need the break though. So you guys already know I want more of this, right? To kind of paint my picture in my head. I want upside for NFP, and then CPI brings us down is what I'm originally thinking. Right? We'll see if that plays out. Because this is a little bit of an interesting area, right? We could look at this as a lower high, or looking at this as internal structure here on an hourly. Technically, this didn't make a new lower low. This could be a higher low, and then we could see that too. So that's why I'm between the hard rock and what's that slogan again? Between a rock and a hard place right now with today. GU is just letting loose, it's just dropping right now. So we might not even get that punch back that we wanted to. We'll see here in the next 3 minutes or so. Let's see what happens. What about GU got equal lows on liquidity on the 4-hour? Yeah, I agree with you, man. That's why I think GU is going to go down lower. Okay, interesting shift in momentum there on the candle. Let's see what happens here. All right, we are playing in that imbalance from yesterday, so this could be the move for dollar lower too, so just be open to that. Let's be open. I'm open to honestly anything happening. I don't really care what happens really, because I'm break even, took partials and everything, so market could do whatever it wants on the open. All right, let's see. We got 30 seconds. And hey, this could be an NFP that it just sits there too. Nothing could happen, which usually something always happens on NFP. Just nothing never not happens. But let's see what data comes out as well. I'm going to switch over to the other screen once we get the data release. Okay, so we got an initial punch to the upside. GU is dropping. Dollar is trading up higher. Let's see what data came out. All right, so we got lower amount of unemployed people, right? But only by like 0.1%. That's nothing crazy. And then, you know, the change is positive as well. US 30 might hit us out break even here. From the looks of it. Yeah, I got hit out break even. GU did an interesting move down. And then just literally sucked right back up. EU as well. Played off that last candle there and then just yeeted right back up. Didn't sweep the low, so that's interesting. We'll see how this candle closes right now. You know, we did sweep the high and stuff. So depending on how this closes, this could go lower. So just going to be keeping my eyes on this candle close. It's not bad. So a guy hit out BE on US 30. That's cool. Depending on how this closes, this could be an absorption on NU. But I need a break. Like, it already broke though, so this could have been the entry. Like, if this is the move though, it should give us add-ons. So we'll see how this closes and stuff. I'll set an alert up there. Dollar does look like it wants to go up, which is what I want. So just keep pushing. That'll be cool. All right, so we had direction on dollar. GU was there. Like, you know, it's just add-ons really didn't really make sense. Like, there wasn't really an entry anywhere that I liked personally. Like, it's pretty wild how UChef filled a 1 minute imbalance and is now taking off, you know? Maybe I could have went on a lower time frame and looked at that. Because I was already in a bunch of trades, I wasn't really obligated to look for another position. Yeah, so 30 is just taking off right now. So here's one thing I neglected on indices yesterday, and I dropped this in my team chat. You know, and honestly, I should have been looking at this going into the open. But, you know, not NU, NASDAQ and S&P both printed selling climaxes and springs. So it made sense for us to rally. I know I'm talking about it after the fact, but that made sense. And then S&P did the same thing. S&P did the exact same thing. Literally. Ran the low. You know, we had a small time frame accumulation in here. Like, I should have been paying attention to this. Yes. Well, we hopped off the stream at like 9. But I saw this after the fact. After I got off my phone call and stuff too. I was like, yo, this was clean. So that was the one thing that was bothering me about US 30, because US 30 could have been, it was not could have been, it was the laggard, indice, but this was also the one that gave us an accumulation without a spring. You know what I'm saying? So let me delete this volume, and then you guys can see the other volume that I identified. The same thing on S&P and NASDAQ. You know, it was this low, right? And then as lows were printing, it just didn't close lower. Right? It didn't close lower. So that was the one thing that was turning me off from US 30, shorts there to continue to hold. Which I probably should have said that before NFP came out, because maybe we could have looked at positions for upside. Which, this obviously made sense here. But yeah, that's where the correlation kind of came in handy for us potentially yesterday. But that understanding is what made me really want to break even on this position. I didn't want to leave any risk open because of that thought too. But yeah, we're still getting what we wanted on dollar though. GU is literally just sinking right now. So if y'all are in there, we didn't quite get any retracement for NFP itself. It kind of just trickled down on a 5-minute, and then we sold off. So no add-on entry, but that was pretty banger from yesterday. So yeah, let's see what happens. Oh, and you said fuck this shit, I'm out. Yep. Dollar's daddy. Gotta trust dollar analysis. So yeah, we smacked dollar analysis there this week. Right off of that. That was clean. Was telling y'all I like scenario 1 of dollar going higher better anyways. That was what I was I was stomaching that better. And we were able to have more of a solid confirmation on this just looking at things like euro, things like pound, right? Price action was starting to show us, hey, this is going to go down. USHEF was a little sketchy, and then UCAD was still showing upside too. So need US 30 to die since MFF is closed. Lol, could open up and clap my MFF challenge if it doesn't continue. Oh shit. You're that's whack, bro. That's whack. They close this shit. That's actually whack. Why do they close it? My broker isn't closed. $30 did come in here. NASDAQ and S&Ps are starting to look like. So this could reverse from here too. So we'll see. Dollar up could mean indices down, right? A dollar doesn't always correlate with indices, but we did come into that 2-hour and that 4-hour candle and stuff. So smashed it. You did say dollar going up, then potentially coming down later with CPI. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We really be doing it on the stream. Y'all are learning, plus, being able to see these ideas play out right in front of your eyes. Maybe you guys are participating it alongside me. But yeah. Hold up. Yo, my bad. I had to take that real quick. All right, so where was I? Oh yeah, US 30. I think we can still look for shorts, to be honest, family. But you know, we're gonna give it some price action, see what happens. You know, because my thoughts are like, if dollar's still gonna rally, you know, that could bring indices down. So I'm gonna be watching it. You guys know me. I do like solid body breaks lower if I'm going to attempt, you know, any short. Because I personally don't like attempting this type of stuff. Like off of these candles. It could play out. I've seen them play out. It's just like, to me, this is like super sketchy to try and play this. You know? It could play out, you know, but I just don't like playing it like that. I like waiting for if I'm playing 1 minute time frame, even I like seeing like a 5-minute, 50-minute break prior to playing a 1 minute personally. Just because it gives me more confidence, because I see a time frame higher giving me a break, and then I'm entering in on that smaller time frame. Yeah, NU did take the low. Like I was saying, I was super skeptical on NU. I wanted to see upside on dollar, so I did not like that. You know? Like, here's the thing about NU. It's like we barely missed our upside target, but it's been bearish. So, you know, I've been wanting this thing to die. AU as well. Like AU, I think, is literally just going to run this low. I think. So, NU would all probably follow suit and take some of this back. But yeah, I've been on the same boat, you know. So I wasn't confident about taking this. It's like Asian liquidity as well. Liquidity equal lows. Nope. No bueno. But yeah, it might be a short stream today, family. You know, because I don't really see anything crazy happening today, considering that, you know, the news and then like the holidays and shit. So we'll see. And you took the loan out. Smashed AU. A good shit, Block. Good shit. Fam, I didn't know you were on here this morning. Yeah, bro. Tuesday, Thursdays, and Fridays. We in there. Nice. If y'all gained some value from this stream so far, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe. You know, we had Dollar Direction live here. You know, we wanted to see upside. We'll see if it continues, or we'll see if it breaks down here. You know, you guys already know me. I like waiting for that solid close before I confirm my bias. I'm not going to just get jitty and giddy because it went in my direction, right? Because this could literally, in the next 14 minutes, just suck right back down. And then, you know, our original bias of seeing the high getting ran or playing off of this candle and imbalance could still play out. So I'm not going to, you know, be happy or whatever till I get this close. So I'm waiting for that 14-minute close. But, you know, so far it's looking good. I think oil is closed now too. So GG's on this. We'll see what happens on Sunday. We'll come back on Tuesday on YouTube and see what happens there. But, you know. Yeah, I'm not looking to take anything as of right now. I'm just chilling. Probably not going to even really take anything on 30 unless if it gives me an obvious break of structure or something. Because right now it's just rallying back into that 2-hour candle. And like I said, we were looking at that potential reaccumulation. Like NASDAQ traded 50% of the 4-hour range. And it did this reaccumulation with the selling climax and the spring. So next week, Tuesday, like this could be our move for next week, or Wednesday. Sorry, my bad. CPI is usually on Tuesday. That's why I keep saying Tuesday. But, you know, next week we could see this. And this could just off it, right? Especially if dollar rejects, if it continues trading today and then Wednesday, you know, like let's say Monday, Tuesday, you know, we're chilling. And then Monday, Tuesday, we're chilling. You know, price is slowly walking its way up. And then Wednesday, it clears the high. Like, yo, I think that could be very probable, right, for NASDAQ. You know, because NASDAQ would potentially leave all this stuff up here. And then we could see that swoop down. Maybe we get a nice absorption here. You know what I'm saying? So, something like that. Something like that could be possible. I could see the same thing on S&P too. You know, they're both showing the same kind of vibes here. So if we get that bias on dollar, like going into today, going into next week, I think that could be the move, you know, to then take this down. Because overall, even looking at it from a seasonality standpoint, we want to see dollar. The heck? Hold on. We want to see dollar. Where you at? Oh, what happened to the music? Hold on. There you go. So you guys can see, right? Going into the first week, second week of April, we see a rally on dollar, and then it literally takes a dump going into May based off seasonality. Now, not only can we see that based off seasonality, we can also see that based off of technicals too. This could be our next potential redistro. Okay? So, we'll see. We'll see. Oof. Damn. Look at that. Okay, see, that's why we don't speak too soon. Hold on, give me a second. Yeah, that was an interesting move on NU there. You know, based off of a 4 hour, you know, we are still technically in a bullish range. It's just, you know, I didn't expect that at all. You know, it's cool. We'll see how this closes here in the next 9 minutes. Very interesting move on NU. But even on NU2, to confirm the bullishness, we want to see the upside. You know? Like, if the 5 minute closes above this high and it leaves this imbalance, we could play back here in the future. Right? Because this could still be the selling climax. That could still be the spring. It's still less volume. It's more than what I usually like on volume for a spring, because I usually like a volume candle like this. But if it does this and then it also gives us a break to the upside on the 5 minute, you know, that could potentially mean that we could play in the imbalance if this imbalance is open, right? But if it doesn't break and it just continues going lower, right, I'm obviously not interested. But that's one thing to be looking at there. Take a look at the chat. Oh, yeah, my bad, AK. I know I didn't drop it in our announcements chat. I probably should have. I just promote on my social media. I keep forgetting to do it on Telegram. But, you know, it is what it is. Thank you for dropping that, though, Anke in the, or AK in the chat. I appreciate you. MFF is open, but it's not open for indices, supposedly. What time does the market open today? I mean, close today. I think, like, I'm kind of confused about that too, to be honest. You know, because like we had USD NFP news, but then they said indices is closed. So does that mean all of New York session is closed? It's not, though, because this shit is moving. And then I'm also curious, this is London crossover. London had holidays too, but we're still moving. You know, like Euro, freaking Pound and Chef, they all had holidays too, but they still moving. You know, so that's interesting to me. No break just yet. We chilling. Since unemployment was good, wonder if they would do another 0.25 on rates. Yeah, I think another 0.25, like that or a pause on me is more on the table than seeing anything else personally. Just took this on EU. I can't really see a chart unless you just bought like the low or something. That's dope though. I see you. I just personally wanted to see all of these majors come lower before the buys, but I'm on the same page. You know, I do want to see longer term XXX USD go higher because I do want to see dollar come down. But like I said, I feel like we could come up higher in this imbalance before we do that. So that's kind of just what I'm waiting for personally. But hey, y'all trust your analysis. Play the fade off. What time does the market close today? Regular time? Regular. Oh, wait, no, I already answered. We already talked about that. Go ahead, BE on 30. Not interested in taking anything today because I had a great overall week. Yeah, facts. I'm literally in the same mindset. Like, I'm not, like, unless I see something super clean. And the only reason why I'm looking at 30 is because I got hit out. And if my bias is still correct, I want to be able to average back in. But like I said, I need to see a break and proper price action. I'm not just trying to get in. But I agree with you, Chris McCoy. If y'all, anybody here that's live on the stream with me right now, if y'all had a solid week, you know, you're up your percentage, whatever, you know, by all means, you guys could just walk away. You know, you guys don't even need to be on the stream. You could be on the stream just kicking it. You know, it's Good Friday anyway, so y'all could be enjoying it with your families and stuff. So, you know, honestly, like, I want to open things up on the stream. Y'all feel free to drop questions and stuff. You know, I'll answer anything because, you know, I have my alerts and stuff set on certain things. So we're just going to be kind of waiting here and watching price action. But, you know, I'm open to staying on the stream for a bit. So y'all feel free to take this time to ask me any question. It could be about anything. Personal, business, trading, psychology, my experience, whatever. Like, I'm an open book right now. You guys can ask me whatever. Any thoughts on GJ shorts? Let me take a look at yen. I haven't actually looked at that. Oof. Hi, Bubbas. Hey, buddy. Can you get a high five? Yeah. That was my glasses. Hi. Okay. I'll see you later, buddy. But yeah, for yen, I wanted this to come down. Like, this is an area we could potentially see upside, but I'm thinking yen could come down. So with that being the thought, I think GJ could go higher, but like, considering the weakness on, like, I really don't know. Like, GJ, EJ, and all this stuff, I'm leaving on the back burner for now because I'm not too sure about yen. Like, do we even have like a buying climax vibe here? We don't. So it's like trying to short this is kind of sketchy for me. Like, this is where I would like to short though if it does play out. It's just like if the majors go bullish and then yen continues to go lower, on the longer term, these things could go up higher too. That's why I'm completely open for GJ. Like, we did break a daily. Like, next week, if GU continues to sell off, like we kind of speculating on here, and then yen does that too, like, I think we could see buys from here. But yeah, I'm kind of on the fence with yen, to be honest. They're on the back burner for me. Because to me, like I said, like, we came into this, like, this area was very significant on the daily. We had this daily candle, no wick. And then now we're starting to sell off from there. So originally, we were looking at this accumulation. But now for this accumulation to complete, we would want to see price respect this. But if it doesn't, then that means yen is weak and these things could go higher, right? And especially longer term, if we want to see GU come lower and then go higher, or even down to the daily and stuff, and, dollar does go down longer term, that means all of these XXX USD assets could go higher. That could bring strength to GJ, strength to EJ, CADJ and stuff. You know what I'm saying? So that's where I'm at with that. That's why I've kind of left the yen on the back burner for now, personally. But that's just my opinion there. Very weak buy volume. I know I'm on a 15-second, but still. By the way, does the top side look better now? I know I'm not able to fix the complete top, but you guys can still see the time frame right there. Because otherwise I need to find a whole new overlay. Because I can't edit that very top there. Like the top part up here. I can't edit that. Yeah, we'll see. Once again, I'm waiting for the break. I'm not in or anything. I'm just waiting. See what dollar's doing. Dollar is trickling down. NU does look like it wants to push. But like I said, if we get that 5-minute break and this imbalance is left open, we could replay here in the future. Let's see. Yeah. Sunday is a holiday too. Yeah, I think Sunday is actually Easter, right? I don't even remember that, bro. 4/5/23. What was that? Oh, Wednesday. Oh, this area down here. Yeah. Well, I had this overall whole area marked up though for buys. It's just, yeah, like the 30-minute or the 50-minute candle or whatever down there played. Yeah, I'm not going to take credit for that though because I didn't really like it too much. But like based off an hourly though, like we could still look at this as an absorption. Cause like if this closed bullish like this, so that's pretty crazy. GU did the same thing. EU ran the low. So yeah, we could potentially see the dollar flip. So we got the hourly close. It is below there. Ugh. 1 hour trap candle on, yeah, this zone down here. This is where I originally wanted the buy. Like when we were here Wednesday, I thought Wednesday was going to bring us down here and then we were going to go, but we didn't get that. So it played out today. That's cool. Nice to see some of y'all in there. I love how you guys are confidently taking your own positions as well. That's the important part. You know, I'm just here entertaining. Trust your own analysis at the end of the day. Yeah, I'm just chilling, just getting the kids ready for school and watching the stream, not going to trade until Sunday. Yeah, facts. Yeah, looks like some of y'all on the same boat as me as well. I'm big chilling as well. Had a solid week. Is the order management tool a separate app from MetaTrader? No, it's you add it onto your MetaTrader. It's an EA. How does going live affect your trading psychology? Oh man. A lot. It does. Sometimes I don't take the setups I'm supposed to take. You know, someone could express their opinion and that could veer me in a way sometimes, but I don't really let anybody veer my opinion at all anymore. But you know, there's times where I don't like, sometimes when I used to stream, I wouldn't be able to get the position I wanted. But since I got the order box management tool, it's made my trading much easier. Because before, like, let's say when I was streaming Bounce Back with Zach, I didn't have the tool back then. So it's like, I would have to stream, and then if it comes in my area, then I'm over here trying to, like, market execute, pull out my calculator, you know, figure out my risk, this, that, patty whack. Like, it was way more challenging. But now that I have the order box management tool, it's like I have multiple monitors and stuff. So it's like when I'm looking at an area here still with you guys, I could still easily draw a box on where I want the market to trigger, and I'm in there, right? So, you know, that's the beauty of it. So, you know, it is better now, but it was challenging in the beginning to stream and trade just because of that fact of, like, having to execute and get in and stuff. But with the order box management tool, that's made my life way easier, to be honest. All right, so even though this close happened, we would want to still see trickle down. If it doesn't give us that, then dollar still goes up, right? So just keep your guys' mind on that. I'm just looking there. Euro and all these things are starting to push, though. See how all these things play. It's going to be interesting, that's for sure. I'm really excited for next week. Seeing price action like this, like, there's a lot of valid setups that could play out next week. I could already see it. Like, we could go like this. You know, maybe this closes lower and we could run the wick. You know, this could be like our selling climax wick, and then we could spring. You know, there's a lot of setups that could play out. I'm excited for next week, that's for sure. Do I need to have a funded account to be successful? No, not at all. You could trade with your own money and be successful. I just think taking advantage of a funded account is dope because it is OPM, right? You're leveraging other people's money. Challenges are challenging, though. Like, funded challenges are challenging in the sense of the rules and the mentality standpoint of, are you able to psychologically manage, 6 figures, 7 figures, whatever, or 5 figures even, or 4, but I think that once you break the barrier of trading funded challenges, I think you're like, the amount of capital that you have access to is insane. I personally do. You know what I mean? So it's like, to me, it's OPM. It's like leveraging credit. Like, credit is awesome if you know how to use it properly, or credit could be the best of you, and it makes you spend a bunch. You know what I mean? So it could work both ways. But I think overall, when people work toward funded challenges, I think it's kind of the way to go. It's low. It's a low amount of money up front to get access to high amount of capital. And yes, it's challenging, but once you break your psychological barrier there, it's really powerful. Like you can get, I'm not even going to talk about the potential, but let's be real. There's a lot of potential in having funded account. Like, once you pass your first few challenges and you get withdrawals, you're unstoppable at that point. Like, it's really powerful. No cap. Would you consider that absorption on GU, even though we took the low at 124? Let's take a look at what you're talking about, Brody. Absorption. Which time frame are you referring to on the absorption? Like, be a little bit more specific with me there, Omar. Are you talking about this candle here? Are you talking about, like, which absorption are you referring to? 1 hour? So what, like this candle right here? Wondering how much I'm delayed for you guys. He did reply fairly quickly. I don't think I'm delayed that much. The sell side volume compared to the volume on the 4th. Oh, I see you. I don't like how it ran the low, but yeah, that's why I was looking at a higher time frame, because I figured you were talking about like this push down. Based off an 8 hour, that didn't really do much. 4 hour, nothing really either. 2 hour, nothing crazy. Other than that, I personally don't consider that absorption. Like, for me, absorption, like, even if we're coming down into an area, hold on, let me draw this out better. Like I say, you had a trap candle here. Like, there needs to be a candle that it rejects off of, to me. Like, this just kind of ran the low and it took it. So I personally don't consider it like that. I could be wrong though. Like I said, I only started really using volume. I don't even know when I started using volume. What was it, last year? No, yeah, October, September. So I've only been using volume for like 8-9 months now. From what I've seen, I haven't seen plays like that play out. But that's just, maybe this could be one of those examples, and you could be right. But like, most of the time, I like seeing the candle respected and then it absorbs and then goes higher, But I don't really see a candle to be relevant with, unless you're looking like at the 4 hour or something. But even then, the volume isn't that exponentially crazy for it to call it an absorption. Yeah, it looks good. Yeah, it's way better. Awesome. Perfect. Since dollar didn't close above the hourly high, does that indicate bearishness short term? No, it doesn't have to indicate it.
It can indicate the start of it, but I would rather, like a 5 minute, like I would rather price action show me more distribution here, you know? Like I'm not convinced. Like the hourly is like the first part of that confirmation, but I'm just not convinced with anything that dollar is doing right now at all. Like I still think upside, to be honest. Like my gut is telling me that, I could be wrong, but that's just kind of how I see that. Like, yeah, the hourly didn't close, but like the next candle, like it's hard to say right now because we still have 47 minutes on the candle, but it's like this candle is not giving selling vibes right now. You know what I mean? Like unless if this hourly comes into this 5-minute imbalance and then it sells off, that will give more sell momentum to that. But yes, the hourly candle closed below here. Thank you. Yes, the hourly candle closed below here, but it's like if the momentum doesn't continue in the next hour, that doesn't confirm shit to me. So I would need to see the smaller breakdown in there. I'm still upside, to be honest. We'll see. In EU buys below the lows on the 1 hour trap. Okay, it looks like a few of y'all bought down there. Nice. Yeah, if your guys' entry is right on that body, like that's a sniper entry anyways. And like even if this does come back down, you guys had room to break even and stuff. So, I still don't think that even if you guys are wrong, this shouldn't be a loss for you if you got down there. Is it smart to set up buy stops and sell stops at the news event like NFP? I personally don't. I think that's a recipe for disaster. Hey, I used to do that when I first started off trading. I would set a buy stop at or a sell stop at equal highs because I figured it would, run it and then come down or whatever and stuff. But I don't do that. There's better ways to get in on NFP. I personally don't even like, unless if I'm entered way before news, I don't even like entering during the news. Like I wait for the aftermath because most of the time it will give you a setup after the fact. Like what was it? We had this news on Tuesday of this week. It was some sort of news, right? Yeah, we had like the job jolt stuff or whatever. Wait, no, was that before that? Oh, we had PMI, right? We had PMI here. Or no, am I capping? It is job jolt. Yeah, this was job jolt. And then we traded higher on Wednesday. So it's like we traded above news and we still had an opportunity to short. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, my bad. This is all from like before. This was one other thing I was looking at too on gold. Just seeing that lower volume. But because we didn't get the push up, I wasn't convinced. So just disregard that markup there. Just disregard that. But yeah. You need to get order box management tool to sponsor you. That was the perfect plug. No, cap. I want them to create like some sort of affiliate program. That'd be cool. But now that I have the order box management tool, my trading has become... Oh, yeah. Well, like no lie though, the order box management tool has helped. Like overall, my equity curve has gone higher because of that tool. Because it's helped me detach more from the money and positioning. Because there's no hesitation now. It's like I draw the box, I set my limit, and then it's in. It does the risk for me, everything. There's way less hesitation. Can you use the order box management tool on funded account? Yeah, you can. You can use it on MT4 broker. Well, actually, it depends. If the funded broker doesn't allow EAs, then you can't. But if it allows EAs, you can. And there are challenges out there that do. Sounding like a true YouTuber. What makes you say that? It makes you a disciplined trader doing funded challenge. Yep, I agree. It does. Everybody that I've seen continuously do funded challenges, I've seen grow in their trading. Insane amounts. The only people that complain about funded challenges are the ones that attempted like twice and then they expected to, pass it and then they say it's a scam. And those people are just noobs. I failed double digits in funded challenges before I truly passed mine, just to be completely transparent with y'all. And I'm happy to say that. Because yeah, I probably failed double digits in amount of times, but my withdrawals that I hit after failing all of those way surpassed them, so I don't even care. It's like, you got to be willing to lose the challenges and stuff too. It does teach you a lot of discipline. So, I don't care what anybody says. Funded challenges are goated. Yes, majority of people fail, but shit, majority of people fail in trading anyways. So, what do you mean? People are like, oh, it's a money grab. I'm like, well, it is a good business model because think about it. They're creating, like, if you think about it from the funded challenges aspect, it is an amazing business model because they're creating the dream of you getting six figures in an account for such a small amount of money. So on a psychological aspect, it kind of triggers people to think that they could get something that is true. Like, it's easy to get something that's truly challenging to get, which is a six-figure account. But that's the thing, though. It's like, you could think of it like that, but it's also the other side of the table where it's like, you build that discipline through there. To me, that's the most best thing that you do for yourself. Like, yeah, you're going to fail and go through it and stuff, but whatever. Like, you're in the journey of trading anyways. You're going to fail and blow accounts anyways. Like, it's going to happen. I rather blow six figures of someone else's bread than my own bread. Let's just put it that way. Like, I'd rather test and do something with OPM than my own money. And especially if it's less risk. The main reason why that I also like that too is because, I'm not only just a trader in Forex and indices and commodities on MT4. Like, I'm genuinely an investor too. I invest in stocks. I invest in cryptos. So it's like, majority of my capital, I lock up in investments that I believe in. I don't like trading that capital. I rather use OPM, get, withdrawals from there, and then use that money to then fund my other crypto ventures and stuff that I look at. That's the way I look at funding in my head. Yeah, I support funding all the way personally. And I'm happy I'm not on, my regular platform I teach on, because now I can just speak about this openly on YouTube. But that's my personal opinion. I think funded is probably the best thing and experience you could go through as a trader by far. But yeah, I know there's a lot of hate around it, and people think, oh, like it's a scam, it's a money grab, this, that, whatever, But no, I've grown so much as a trader doing fundeds. Do you use the free or paid version? I know I'm asking a lot. Nah, you're good, Chris McCoy. You could keep asking me. I don't think there's a free version. Let me see here. Yeah, I don't think there's a free version, dude. Like, you gotta pay however much it is. Unless they give you, like, a free trial or something. Makes you a disciplined trader doing... Yeah, I already went through that. Can you see cell absorption on 1 hour time frame on EU? I think we already kind of spoke about that. The same thing on GU. I don't see it like that. Because, like, it's not like it's rejecting off of the candle. This could be cell absorption, technically. I know I got a lot on my screen here. Let me clean this stuff up. Hold up. Actually, no, that's my markup anyways, so whatever. Like, yeah, a little bit of an absorption there, but Like, an absorption reaction doesn't come back down like this quickly. So I was saying I'm still not convinced with dollar yet either. We'll see. And you came back in that 5-minute imbalance. That's interesting. It's interesting. EU and GU are so much lower. Aussie and NZD are so much higher, which makes me very little bit skeptical and scared about gold, because if I wake up on Sunday and this shit like gaps up and it takes out my stop loss, I'm gonna be sad. It's like, if depending on if it does gap up and stuff, like I could literally give back some of my profits, or even like more than my profits, depending on how high it gaps, which is a little bit scary to think about, you know. But that was a risk I was willing to take. Hopefully I don't get clapped. I want to implement it into my trading, because when trading a new asset, sometimes I don't know how to calculate the risk fully. And that's the thing, you know, I've had trouble because certain funded challenges or certain brokers calculate things differently. And then the first time I traded, I accidentally put the wrong lot or something like that. And this has negated those mistakes. Like, all the dumb mistakes that y'all probably have made before, it's like it's out the door when you have the tool. Because you literally preset everything. You literally preset everything. Trading the release itself, it is instant clapped. Yeah, I agree with you, Mark. Yo, Grand Rising to you as well, Lewis. What's good, my boy? Every challenge I've taken, I've learned so much from. Yep. Facts. Majority of people fails in almost everything, not only trading. Yep, I agree with that statement as well. 100%. The emotional growth I've experienced funded challenges, I can't compare to anything else. Yep. Yo, fam, what is the order box management tool called? Literally what you just typed out, fam. Just search up order box management tool. Make sure you get the right one for MT4 or MT5, whichever thing you're using. I like funded because I would rather spend money to gain OPM rather than build the money account on live. Yeah. It's because, like, think about it. You're trying to then, like, let's say if you don't have access to capital like that, you're now trying to flip $100 to like $1 million, and that's very stressful. You know, you're trying to flip your couple of $100 account to a couple of thousands, if not 5 figures. That is very challenging. I've been on that boat before. There's been times where I've like freaking blown my account, you know, because I'm here trying to force something to happen on that small itty bitty account. Whereas if you're able to use that same 3-4 figures to then acquire a higher amount, you know, to me, it's like that. And then if you treat it the same way as a live account, then you're good. Hey, I know people that use, trade copiers. They still trade on like $1,000, $10,000 account, but that trade copier is then connected to a funded challenge with 6 figures. So that way they don't need to look at the 6-figure number. They're still trading on that smaller account. There's so many ways you guys could do it. Like, and that's why I hate when people put their opinions out about trading and they say one thing doesn't work or another, because that probably didn't work because it was for you. And like, I really hate the trading community, and I also hate the network marketing community as well, talking so down on funded challenges. It's just because they don't just have the experience. Like, they just be talking shit. Like, it's really annoying. And then you got people over here that trade and are actually hitting withdrawals. Like, get the fuck out of here. Sorry. I vented a little bit there. It's just the industry is really toxic. Have you noticed detachment from result once you get a few payouts, a nice amount of money? Scarcity. I'm anxious for the first payout. Can't imagine how it feels to get 1K, 2K, 3K, 10K. Yes, it does break your belief level. It does. Like, think about it. Like, let's say if you never made 5 figures in your life before. Like, you never... Screw that. Let's say if you never made like $1,000, $2,000 before, let alone $1,000, $2,000 from pressing a button in the market, that breaks your belief level, period, in my opinion. Because now you've experienced a feat that you've never done before, right? So now it's gonna show that you could do it again. Let's say even if you made, let's say $5,000 from a withdrawal, and let's say you even lost all that money. Well, you made it once. Now your belief level is going to be like, yo, I did that once. I can do it again, you know? So yeah, I do think it does detach you from the result because now it brings even more confidence upon you. You can use magic keys as the same, if not better, for the trade box. 150 euros, you get a physical device for 20 euros, but it's digital. Yeah, I've never looked into that. But, like, how does that work, though? Like, because that sounds like you still got to enter and... Let's see. I need to see a video on this. I want to see how it's used. Okay. So it does the same kind of thing, but you got to press the button. Whereas order box management tool, you preset it though. That's the thing. You can preset your risk. You can preset your entry, or not your entry. You draw the box, but you could preset the way it partials and everything. This you got to press a button, but I think this is still good, I guess. I personally would still like trade box management tool better because it's all preset. The second I enter my trade, it's automatically gonna partial at a certain point for me because it's already set. You know what I mean? But yeah, this could be, if it works for you, it works for you. I just personally I feel like this still is basically the same thing because you still got to press a bunch of keys. I just like the more automated side of the order box management tool. But hey, there's probably more tools outside of those two that I just spoke about too. And the one that the one I brought up and the one that Tom brought up. Which firm would you recommend for your funded account? I'm on YouTube. I don't know if I could talk about that stuff. I think I can. I don't know. I don't know if I can speak about that stuff. You would start starting with 10K funded account, bring real money in. I would say 90% of my mistakes should be solved by using it. Can be solved by using it. Yeah, facts. So when it comes to which account do I recommend, I'm going to give a very vague answer just because I don't know if I can be talking about this and I don't want to get in trouble. So let me think about this. The way I look here, let me just put it this way. The way I look at which funded challenge I want to do, there's a few things I look at. Number one, the rules. Okay, do the rules, are they reasonable? Are they something that I can create a trading plan for that I could pass it on? You know what I mean? Is it, the proper trade thresholds and stuff? Does it make sense for me? Because there's different challenges for different things. For example, there's challenges that have a strict 30-day limit, but there's other challenges that don't have a limit. And maybe that works better for you because some people feel pressured to some people feel pressured to get into more setups and stuff because, there's a time limit. You know what I mean? Compared to, let's say if there is no time limit, now you're just going to wait for your right setup and you're just going to trade, right? So there's perks in that. Then there's the drawdown limits and stuff. I personally don't feel that anybody should ever hit the daily drawdown. And if you do, you're simply over leveraging. And also the thing that you asked, I also feel that you should work up to your funded challenges. I personally didn't do this. I've always traded with the 100K or above personally, but you could work up to it too. You could start off with a 5K, a 10K, and then as you pass, you could work your way up. But yeah, the way I look at funded challenges though, I would look at if people are getting paid out as well. Every funded challenge usually has a Discord, and in that Discord, people drop their payouts and stuff like that. So I would check that out. But yeah. Y'all don't need to apologize about the questions. Like, there's nothing wrong with you guys asking questions. I fully, don't apologize. Like, y'all don't know something, so you're asking me. It's cool. But yeah, me personally though, I've the challenges that I have done and I have accounts with, my Forex funds, the funded trader, prosperity, top tier. Yeah, those are the only ones I've really experimented with and I've done so far. Trade copiers. So there's this trade copier called Social Trader Tools, and you can connect multiple accounts with each other. Right? So this is the website. Hold on. Give me a second. Sorry, family. Okay, but yeah, so my bad. Back to what I was saying. So, Social Trader Tools. You guys can look into it. This is where you can literally link your accounts together. Once again, you got to look and see if your broker or your funded challenge, whatever you guys are trading with, allows EAs. If it does, then you can connect this. Or no, Social Trader Tools doesn't count as an EA. You got to see if they allow trade copiers, right? And this will literally copy. Let's say if you have one account A. You can trade on account A, but then have account B and C take the same trades. You can manage lower risk or more risk or whatever, depending on the account and stuff. But yeah, I use this too. Because when you have multiple accounts and stuff, it's challenging to execute and take trades on multiple things, right? Trade Manager by InvestSoft is the best by far. Look it up. Trade Manager. By InvestSoft. Is this it? I'm assuming so. But yeah, everyone has their preference and stuff, you know? So whatever works for you. You guys don't need to use any one of these tools even, too. You could just keep doing what you're doing. All right, so it's on you, really. Yeah, see, to me, for this, like, you still got to press all the buttons and shit. Like, the one I'm talking about, you can literally set everything. Like, you could even set when it moves it to stop loss, break even, and everything. So, you know, this works for you, cool, but this... Like, the only thing I see a perk in this is the fact that it calculates the percentage for you, but you still got to drag and move everything yourself. Right? Once again, with that trade box management tool, you literally draw a box. It already presets everything for you. You just, you know, you have a preset, and then you... See if I can just show you guys. Hold on. Just hide, like, my balance and shit. Okay. So... So if you look here... You know, let's just say hypothetically... I want to grab... Hold on. I just realized it's not on there. Give me a second. Okay. So, let's say if you're looking at US 30, okay? And, you know, like you open up your chart, you put your layout out, and then you literally drag it on your screen. And then this window pops up. And then, you know, there's preset profiles that you could have for yourself. Right? So, 1/4% risk, 0.5% risk, whatever you want to do. Right? So, let's say if you choose this one, 0.5%, and you want 2 orders, whatever. Right? Then you click load. It's on there. And then just a hypothetical example. Let's say if I want to set a limit off of here, like this candle. You know, you draw your box. Risk is already preset. Now you hit buy. Once the market comes up into this price action, it will automatically trigger my buy. And then there's already preset TPs that will take out, you know, my profit. Right? And you can set however much you want. Before you even hit the buy button, you can even move these two if you wanted to change it based off some stuff. But yeah. And then if you guys really look into the settings too, like you can get really crafty with these settings. You know, you could move your stop loss to break even after a certain point. You know, you could set multiple targets. You could set it to trail your stop, like, and it's all like automated essentially. You just preset it. Grand Rising Beverly. How do you learn what we are also professionals? How did you learn that we are also professionals, that we are real people? We're having a real profession and we deserve this success. It's holding me back a bit to make money that I don't know if I deserve it. I'm not sure what your question is. I think everything in this world is for us to acquire. The only limitations we put on ourselves is literally us. The only limit that you have is yourself. So if you tell yourself, the individual that says I can and I can are both right. So if you tell yourself you can't do something, then you're not going to do it. But it's all a mentality to me. You know? That's what makes a successful person a non-successful person. It's like if you think that you can't do something, then you're not going to do it. But if you keep pushing yourself to do something, you will. You know? I know that's probably a bland answer, but that's the way I look at it. Like, I'm continuously doing things that I've never done before, and I'm seeing progress that I've never seen before. But that's because I'm giving myself that move. Are you looking for a US 30 short? I was attempting to, but the market really is not moving anymore. So I think the indices is closed now. Like, everything is closed now at this point, I think. Other than Forex. Forex is open, but I think indices are closed. We're kind of just talking, to be honest. Like, I'm not really looking at anything right now. We were originally looking at dollar to go higher for NFP, and we were talking about GU shorts. But this GU short was mentioned from yesterday. So, to be honest, today I didn't really have any trade setups itself. It was all from yesterday, really, and earlier this week. Hold up. But yeah, we had setups from earlier this week. You can check out the previous recordings and stuff, but we smacked the market this week. So today we're just kind of chilling. I don't really see anything right now. What I do want to see for the future, though, for next week, potentially for CPI, we could see us come up. You know, this was our original analysis today on dollar. We wanted to see dollar come up, right? And come into this 4-hour imbalance and then potentially sell off. But I'm thinking we're going to get the sell for CPI. Okay? So we were talking about like GU shorts yesterday, right? Off the hourly. We've been talking about gold shorts all this week, right? We've been discussing USHF buys. You know, it actually came and took the high too, so that's awesome. What else were we talking about? We're talking about AU shorts to continue going lower. I didn't really have a position area for that. And then we were talking about oil, to see oil come down, because if USD CAD is going up, potentially oil could come down. So you're talking about shorts up in here. There's a lot of positions we're running right now. And then we ran even positions from yesterday, too, from up here, from this 15-minute imbalance. So, you know, if you're new to the stream, we do, see stuff here. But today was just kind of today was a weird day. You know, we had NFP, but it was still a holiday. So not really too much crazy movement, but stuff is still playing out in our favor. I was about to ask for a tutorial. Yeah, I got you, fam. And there's a video too, like if you guys go look it up, you know, there's a video on the page itself. The video on the MQL5 page, like the guy shows you so many tools, but like within that tool, I don't even use all of those. You guys can, by all means, but I don't think it's all necessary, to be honest. But, you know, watch the video. There's probably YouTube videos out there too. Check it out. What's the name of the blue box tool? Order box management tool. Just Google it. It's on the MQL5 website. How much is that trading box? I think it's like 118 bucks or something like that. And I think that allows you to put that on 5 terminals. You can put that on 5 terminals without, I think. And then by all means, you could just use a trade copier afterwards. You don't need to buy another tool. You could just get a trade copier and copy the stuff. Not gonna lie, Grateful indices closed. Right? On MFF, yeah, facts. Yeah, the only things that are moving right now is Forex. So see how this absorption isn't really playing out? That's what I was saying. If y'all are in these trades, trust your analysis, but this is just my personal opinion. I think all this shit is going to get ran out. This, EU, 2. I don't know if it's going to run out today or not, because we are, like, barely freaking moving. We'll see, though. NU's the only one that's properly rejecting, in my opinion. And this is the one thing that's making me a little bit fearful of what gold's going to do when it opens on Sunday. But yeah. I really wanted the imbalance fill after we broke above. It's interesting how NU gave the imbalance fill first. If we got like this, I would have played that. Look at EJ. So daily time frame did come in here. Solid for 1 hour accumulation in the daily zone. We did come hit this candle in the rising today. Damn, saying we should have just looked at EJ today. Some nice buys. Looks like you might be looking for the shorts. Could be possible. Just kind of looking at the 4 hour and stuff, it does look like this was inevitably to trade higher. Just looking at it on a daily as well. We had the daily imbalance, and then we had a 1 hour accumulation in there. You know, you could see the spring. And then we came back yesterday, came back today. So yeah, you could potentially see your 3-minute distro to bring this down, but maybe it just does that overall. Because EJ to me broke back bullish once this happened. If you were to short between EJ and GJ, I feel like GJ would be a better pick, but it also broke on the daily. So that's why I'm skeptical about shorting these personally, but you do you. And if you're shorting yen also, you would want this to ideally stick as well. Just something else to keep your mind on. How do you use the indicator that shows you the daily open and close on TradingView? Which one? Because I don't personally use that. The only indicators that I use is literally the session indicator. Like, I know I have the smart money concept thing here. I kind of just had that because a student brought it up, but I don't really personally use that. I'll just close that. But the only add-ons that I use personally is my sessions indicator. That just simply just shows me what session are we in. And then volume. Those are the only two things that I use. Okay, looks like we're on the same boat there, Sadim. Yeah, I could be completely wrong, and, you know, this could just short too further. Who knows? I'm just not confident with yen pairs right now. Personally. We have this up there too, but it doesn't have to hit that. We could just be playing off this mitigation candle, and inside that candle, we have these. It's like this could sell off from here too. So, you know, your short could play. The only thing that's throwing me off is the daily. But, like, we could run this low one more time before we go too, so that could be a possibility. But yeah. Could be a nice short there off the 3-minute. And, oh, the other thing too, buying climax. You know, so you are having a lack of buying too. I just noticed that. So yeah, that could play out for you. GJ, same thing. Massive buying climax. We have a little bit of divergence here. EU ran that news candle initially, whereas GJ didn't. So that's interesting. Yep, and see, mistakes like that with putting your order size wrong, that's where Trade Box Management Tool comes in so clutch. Like, I've not had that problem anymore. Because now it's like all preset. I'm chilling. Can you show us how to use the session indicator? There's not really much to show, to be honest. You know, even if I were to completely delete it and add it on and show you again, like, you just search up sessions, and then you look for this one, sessions on chart, and then it'll get added there. And then after that, the only thing you really need to change, I personally don't like leaving Asian yellow. I'll just like take it off. So, you know, I take off the Tokyo session because I just rather just leave it white there. I don't know. The yellow just looks nasty on the chart, so I don't. But that's it. There you go. That's it. And then from there, you know, this is London. All right, green area is London. This is Asian. This is New York. Well, technically, it's like New York, and then this is because this is London and New York crossover, right? So Asian session, London. Asian overlaps a little bit, like into London, but whatever. And then you have London start, New York start. That's why this is London, New York crossover, and then this is London close, and then New York continues, and then, you know, rinse and repeat. I don't know why this is glitched out. What the fuck? Why is there no Asian session here? Am I tripping? Yeah, what the F? Yeah, that's weird. I don't know, dollar's just glitched out or what. That dollar chart is glitched out. Oh, that's where the data was different. Okay, now I see you. Whoever that was, I mentioned that. Now I see you. Okay. Okay. Well, shit, I should have been looking at that then. See, this is an instance of where the chart helped us out more, technically. Because look, this one ran this low, broke up, NFP came and then went. Whereas this one didn't really do that. Didn't really give that. We didn't have that price action. And it had this wick coming much lower. Whereas we ran under that. Yeah, that would have been better confirmation for us to buy dollar. Right? We swept that. That was the only reason why I was doubting it. Because I was like, yo, we already ran this. Why are we back here again? That was the only reason why there was a little bit of doubt of seeing that. But if I just saw this other chart, yeah, there would have been no doubt. Like, we swept that already. Now we're going to reaccumulate and go. I just don't like how this doesn't have volume. Because if it had volume, we could probably have anticipated a selling climax somewhere here. This could have been an absorption, I think, maybe. No, it really wasn't, but whatever. You guys get what I'm saying, though. Which makes EJ more valid to trade? What do you mean, which makes EJ more valid to trade? What do you mean? Like I said, I personally don't like these right now, period. Like, I don't like yen. But, like, to justify to trade EJ or GJ, it's like, which one's, if you're looking for shorts, which one is weaker? You know, and the way you would look at that is going to a correlated asset pair like EG, where it correlates both of these together, and then you could look for which one's weaker. So, for example, based off this current moment right now, euro is stronger than pound. So if you're looking for shorts on a pound pair compared to a pound pair would make more sense because it's weaker than the euro. Do you only trade on your computer? Yeah. There's a very, like, faint instances where I do trade when I'm traveling, but then I have my laptop, and I have my iPad and stuff. But, like, I usually don't trade on the go like that, to be honest. Like, if I'm traveling, I just decide not to trade during that time, or I just make a separate account for trading to just trigger the itch. But, you know, I know people that trade and stuff like that. What's my PC specs? Shit, bro. I don't remember all that. Let me just pull it up. So, I got a AMD Ryzen 5 6-core, 32 gigs RAM. I have Windows 10 on this. And then I have a 1080. I'm waiting for next couple of months. I'm most likely gonna get another 1080 and do a crossover just because I want to get 4 more monitors. Right now I have 4. I want 8 monitors. So that's why I want to get another graphics card, because I basically maxed out my graphics card right now with 4 monitors. So I'm probably going to get another GTX 1080 and do a crossover. And I might possibly upgrade my RAM to 64 gigs if it can't handle all that. But I think I should be good, though. But yeah, something like that. You know, like, this computer should last me for a good bit. You know, I don't really plan on upgrading it. Like, I built this computer, I think it was 2020. Yeah, I think it was 2020. 2020 or 2019 is when I built this computer. So it's only been like, 3-4 years. So, like, I probably won't upgrade it, like, actually build a brand new computer until, like, next year or the year after. But it's doing good so far. Does the blue box tool also calculate the lot size? Yeah, it calculates everything for you. Like, you preset it. So, Daniel, I don't know if you want to, like, rewind back a little bit in the live. I showed you guys live. But, yeah, like, you preset your percentage on risk. So, like, let's say if you do 0.25% risk on your account, it'll automatically, based off the box you draw and how many pips that box is, it will calculate your lot size for you. Why is my baby not moving, Goldie? Goldie's closed, bro, until Sunday. So, you know, anybody that's in sales right now is really fucking around, and we're about to find out on Sunday. Haha. But you know, we'll see. I'm liking how the majors are trading lower though, and the dollar's going up, because that's giving me more vibes that gold is going to gap lower for the open. So we'll see. It's because it's a holiday, Eddie. Her parents are grounded for the week. Yo, Adnan, stop this, fam. After that one analogy, my boys has been going off. So then how do you get screenshots of your MT4 on your phone when you only took a trade on your computer? I thought you were only able to be signed into one account. No. I'm able to still sign in on my phone. You know, you can still sign into the account on your phone and your computer. You can sign into the same MT4 account on multiple different devices. You know? So yeah, like let's say if I take a trade on my computer and I'm logged into MT4 on my phone, I can still pull up the same trade and take a screenshot. But, you know, there are, like, let's say, for example, like, I do set alerts and stuff, and let's say if I'm, like, at the grocery store midday and I'm in a trade, like, even if my alert pops up and stuff, I still have my MT4 on my phone, so if I need to manage my position, I can still, you know? But I do trade more on my computer overall. Like, but there are those rare instances that I do manage when I'm on the go. But, yeah, it's a bank holiday. It's new, man. I'm going to keep going. Yeah, it is. That is, you know, it's just a random thought that I had. I should have low-key titled this stream Live NFP Stream. And I should have probably did the hashtag NFP. I probably would have gotten a bit more views. But yeah, if y'all are here with me currently right now and you guys aren't subscribed already, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. We'll be clapping the charts this week and next week and all these weeks moving forward. But yeah, I don't know if y'all have any more questions for me. I might close things off here because honestly, the market really ain't doing shit, and I'm going to just spend time with my family. Probably just go bother my girl while she's working. You know, that's what I like doing. It's like raining and shit, though. Like, we can't even go outside today. Houston be on one. Yeah, it'd be raining and shit today, yo. 21% chance. Yeah, no lie, I'm probably going to just kick it today. You know, I have my stream later. Which is probably just going to be a recap session. So I do have my stream later. So, you know, feel free, family. If you guys are, you know, individuals that are new to this channel, you know, hit that like, hit that subscribe button. There's going to be a lot more content coming out. I'm still, like, thinking of how I'm going to release videos on here. Right now, I'm kind of just focusing on the live streams. You know, just based off of even the live streams, I have so much content that I could be editing to drop on YouTube, but it's just, like, it's really challenging to do streaming and editing and everything. So, you know, there's that. But, you know, what I was going to say here is outside of this, if you guys do want any other mentorship on trading specifically, I do take on personal students. So you guys can see my Instagram is below here. So you guys can check that out. Send me a message. You can go on my website, on my channel, apply, and see if you can qualify to be one of my personal students. And, you know, you can start to learn how to trade like how I am showing you guys live here on the channel. You know, I don't hold back any information. As you guys can see, I'm literally giving out everything, even on YouTube. But if you do want more of a personal interaction, get more of a one-on-one type experience with myself and be taprooted into my community, feel free. But yeah, besides that, y'all have an amazing weekend. Take this time to spend time with your family. I'm excited for next week. As y'all know, we have a pretty news-impactful week next week. We'll see if we're going to get clapped on these gaps coming when the market opens or not. Biggest thing I'm worried about right now is gold, to be honest, but we'll see. But, we'll see. Have a great weekend. Utah is on one. We're still getting snow. Yeah, should be crazy. But yeah, family, everyone take care. I'll see y'all on the next YouTube stream, which would be on Tuesday, 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central. And then besides that, you guys already know I'm going to be live on Go Live here in a couple of hours. So for the Active Academy students, I will see y'all there. But everybody take care. Love and appreciate y'all. Thank you for hopping on the stream. And I'll see y'all on the next one. Peace.